one in half. Chop, chop! There's some bouncy rubber scrap over there. So many keys, so many locks. You always find good use for things like that. This is turning out to be quite an expedition. See that e-waste? You could use that for sure. You need to turn the pegs in sync. Just a few moves left. Make them count. You really put a spin on it. A flush stool. Seems like the tighteners on the piping need to be unturned correctly to drain the flush stool. That's the kind of trouble you really want to wash away. Guess you still want more than that. Take your time and enjoy the daylight. made it count. Better take care. He who half breathes, half lives. That's the leftover you're looking for. That's the way to move. Stories only survive if someone is listening, so pay attention. He says that's enough to get the Mekton functional. You'll have an engine, a fuel soaker, a gun and a gathering net, but no armor, nor enough oxygen supply. He made a suction device so the Mekton can use the black tar as an instant refuel. You can also use it to clear oily goo puddles, so you can pass and access hard-to-get-to areas. He's been working on another project for the Mekton, a cannon, but it needs ammunition, and by that he means the scripts. He says if they're trained right, they'll turn into a distraction for the jumbo puff. The best way to find scripts is to go talk to Moog. He knows the ins and outs of every breathing thing left alive after the apocalypse. Unfortunately, this means you'll have to venture farther out into the dead zone than Moog's camp on the steep depot. Once you find Moog, he'll be able to give you directions to where you'll find scripts. He noticed the jumbo puff has a short attention span, so the script should distract it long enough for you to inflict some damage. There's still time before the dawn. right out. The grease monkey's Mekton is built sturdy, just like himself. Can you imagine how this place used to look before the dead oil flood? Might want to hold your breath before you head any further. You're about to witness the breathtaking vistas of what's known as the Dead Zone. In the old world, roads like this really led somewhere. Now, most of them lead to disaster. That over there is Steepo Depot, the cliffside that Moog hangs on to.
Potsie. Inmo. Diava.
Let's see. This one's impressed to see you out here. He figured you'd be dead by now. Not Met says he's a monster haunter. The best you'll ever see. Moog says that all your power doesn't do you a bit of good if you're not willing to pull the trigger when the time comes. You might have a steady aim, but you need to be sure that you pick your targets with care. It's hard to make those life or death decisions for others, but someone's got to do it. Otherwise, they'll do it themselves, and you know they'll miss. Claims he mostly kills whoever he doesn't like. Worries gets why you're thinning the herd so hard, but he wishes you'd leave some monsters for everybody else. Approves of you working with the Jagni. They have the hunting spirits of a flock of hawks. Enjoys it when he gets the chance, though they're not much good against monsters. But enough of that, right? He says the wildlife, nature, has changed and turned against us. Instincts of survival took over when the world changed. Right now, though, he feels he's come to a point where he's got a pretty clear idea on the whereabouts of monsters, both tall and short. Says as big as they are, the world is bigger. To find where they are, you need to see where they've been. Moog says you must learn to walk before you can run. It takes practice before you can call yourself a monster hunter. There's no better place to start than a squip cave. Hunting down a couple of these little critters says you stick to the hunting and shots present themselves later. The world needs a shower sometimes too. Wait, it's the scrip hole-up. Place is just filled with critters. Fists of fury. Smirked. Once the volatilization from the nuclear waste evaporated, a volatile gas rose through the soil and infested structures, even Toxanol's own buildings. So, in a way, they caused their own death. More light means fewer places to hide. Just what you were looking for. Got it. Good one. You need to line up the switches so they match. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. Great view from up here. You might never want to leave the Mekton behind. Skronky. Daytime is a good time to be outside. Hear that? It's called quiet. He says that's enough scripts to sustain the Mekton's claw crane cannon with infinite ammunition. Well done. It's not his cleanest invention so far, but it gets the job done. Use it to suck up gooey oil puddles in the Mekton. Gizmo's made vehicles before to confront the Jumbo Puff himself, but failed. But this time, it's different. The Mekton will be strong enough to do the job. It's time to put a stop to the World Eater now, otherwise he fears the damage it's caused to the tree already will be too much to handle. There's time to improve the Mekton before you confront the Puff. There are more wreck boxes out in the dead zone with gear you should be able to equip the Mekton with on your own. He got there. Gizmo wants to help if he can. Wouldn't be surprised if you met again. Stay deady steady. You could just go to a place like this to get a proper meal back in the old world. Knocked up. Feeling fierce. Nice shot. Your chest is squeezing. Skronky Stomper. to your own stompers. Mount up. Bang Shelter 7B is still there, open and ready to shelter. You're on the ropes. So much damage. Boom, boom. You don't get to wander below ground like this every day. Let's see. Brick-bracks like this were symbols for the growth of the old world. Got it. Head on. You're feeling mighty low. What a blow! Carving it out. Crack-a-doo. Sharp. Energy on top. It's becoming terminal. All fired up. Hot metal. Right where it cuts. Hack and slash. It's time for an adventure, for good or bad. That muscle squeeze. Go grab the bar and start squeezing those muscles. You snap that off, feeling pumped up. You got moves. That's another shoppery. They just couldn't get enough of these places back in the days gone. Slash and dash. Good hit. Oh, wow. Good fun. Chop it up. Keep hammering away. feel the night wrap around you. Wow, lucky.